They met in the most ordinary way: a coffee spill, a laugh, and a promise that love would be different this time. But sometimes, the sweetest beginnings hide the darkest endings. Emma never believed in love at first sight. She was practical, a planner, the kind of woman who double-checked everything twice. Until Daniel walked into her life with his easy smile and the kind of charm that could melt the hardest heart. They met on a rainy afternoon in New York when Emma accidentally spilled coffee on his shirt. Daniel laughed instead of getting angry, offered her his umbrella, and somehow they ended up walking together for miles. By the time they reached her apartment, Emma felt something she hadn't in years: safe. Within weeks, they were inseparable. Daniel sent her good morning texts, remembered every little thing she said, and spoke about the future like he could already see it. "Next summer, we'll go to Italy," he'd say. "Maybe one day we'll buy that beach house you love," he'd whisper when she couldn't sleep. For the first time, Emma stopped waiting for the other shoe to drop. It started with small things, moments that didn't add up. Daniel would disappear for work calls that lasted too long. He'd get defensive when she asked questions. When Emma mentioned moving in together, his face tensed for a moment, just a flash, but she caught it. Still, she ignored it. Love means trust, she told herself. But one night, while Daniel was in the shower, his phone lit up on the nightstand. The name flashing on the screen wasn't saved, just a number, but the message froze her. Did she find out yet? Her heart dropped. She didn't open the message, just sat there staring, every breath heavy. When Daniel came out, he smiled like nothing was wrong. "Everything okay?" Emma nodded. But inside, something shifted. For 3 days, Emma pretended. She laughed, cooked dinner, and said, "I love you," like the words weren't burning her tongue. Then, on a quiet Friday night, she decided she needed to know. Daniel had fallen asleep on the couch, his phone unlocked beside him. Her hands trembled as she opened it. Inside, she found photos, not of another woman, but another life. A house, a child, a wedding photo where Daniel wore the same suit he'd seen him in months ago. And then the message thread: "She believes everything. I'll handle the money next week." Emma's stomach turned. He wasn't just cheating, he was conning. She made breakfast, kissed him goodbye, and told him she had errands. But she went straight to the police. They told her Daniel was already under investigation, multiple fraud reports, a history of aliases. He wasn't Daniel at all. His real name was Ethan Cole, and he'd done this before: find vulnerable women, earn their trust, and disappear with their savings. When she got home, Daniel was waiting. His calmness chilled her more than anger would have. "You went through my phone," he said quietly. "You lied about everything," she replied. He stepped closer. "Emma, you don't understand." But she cut him off. "I understand perfectly. You never loved me." There was a long pause. Then he smiled faintly. "I did, in my own way. But love doesn't pay bills." He left that night. By morning, his accounts were empty and Emma's savings were gone. For weeks, she couldn't eat or sleep. She replayed every word, every kiss, every promise. But then she remembered something. The umbrella, the one he'd given her the day they met. Inside the handle, she found a folded piece of paper, a hidden note. It wasn't romantic. It was a list: names, bank codes, cities. Evidence. She gave it to the police. 2 months later, Ethan Cole was arrested in Miami. When they asked if she wanted to attend the trial, she said no. She didn't need closure. She already had it, because for the first time in years, she wasn't the woman who fell for lies. She was the woman who saw through them. Emma once believed love could fix anything, but love without honesty isn't healing. It's just another trap. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk